Hello my stitching friends! In today's video I would like to show you all my ongoing projects. And I would like to start with the projects that are almost ready. I would even call them finishes, but I still want to do something to them. For example, I finished this bumblebee exactly 1 year ago, and it is a velvet stitch that I would like to try in the other projects, and I was training this stitch. I think it turns out to be very cute. I like also this wings. It is stitched with some metallic thread. And the overall finish is really cute. This bumblebee looks really nice. But to finish it as I wanted, because you see I just folded it a year ago and I didn't do anything to it. I didn't have any desire for a long time, and I didn't have any energy, and I didn't want to stitch anything. So now I want to come back to it and really finish. Of course, I forgot again how I did do this velvet stitch, but I hope that I will remember with my new kit, cute polar bear that I want to start. Another project that is almost ready, it's from this book that is called Stitch the Holes, from What Delilah Did. I have already some finishes from this series. I have 3 books from What Delilah Did. I don't know if she has more. I think I have all that is now published. Yeah, and the project that I wanted to do, or I almost did, it is this very cute decoration. It is called Polar Parade bunting. And here the stitcher stitched 2 penguins, 2 deers and 1 bear. So in my case, I actually decided to do a little bit different. So I did bear, deer, penguin, of course, and instead of stitching another animal double times, I got this ornaments and stitched them with some metallic golden threads. Of course, I want to finish it the same like in the book, so you see already it's like it's prepared for the finish, for the last sewing. Yeah, but as I said, this is the same situation. It was from January last year, and when I finished this, until this moment, I really could not go on with this. So right now I'm coming back to my stitching and finishing, and I hope that soon I will sew like it's planned in the book. And if you are curious, of course, I will also show you the final result. The next one is this beautiful bird. It is also done already. I very much like the colors. It is so sweet, it's so tender. I stitched it on the piece of the even weave material, and I also very much like the colors. I don't know, I think it was something like leftover on discount. I also like this part, and I was thinking what I can stitch here. Look, it looks like the clouds to me, but whatever. So this bird is ready, and I would like to do some, like a small case. I have already prepared the other inner layer to use with this bird and keep some sewing and stitching accessories. But you know, guys, I don't know if you have the same, but I would rather stitch, like for example, if I have some little time left for the day, and then I think I can either finish something or I can do a couple of stitches. And of course I always choose the stitches. I don't know, hey, come on, you should already put yourself together and finish something. So maybe if I show it to you now, I will be more organized, and instead of stitching again, I would finish what I did stitch already. Now we are done with the finishes, and the next one is work in progress, and I want to show you what is inside. So maybe you are wondering what it is, so I can show you the picture that should be when it's ready. It's supposed to be a double-sided doll. This girl called Chulpan, or this toy doll called Chulpan. I bought this design on Etsy, but unfortunately I checked and the seller deleted it, this listing, and you cannot buy it anymore. But okay, so I still have of course everything, and I will finish. This is such a dolls that is stuffed with some stuffing. I very much like this ornaments. I use them exactly like ornaments. And this is the back part of the toy. So this is the hair of this doll and some parts of the costume. I have some threads in here, so it's also really simple and colorful palette, so I like it also very much. And the good thing is also that big parts are stitched with the same thread. I like it when I wait for something in the line, for example, to the doctor, or if I go for some trip in the train, then I can take my time and just stitch a couple of stitches. So hopefully this also will go somewhere. And yeah, this is Shalpan. And we are not done with the toys. So here we go. Again, some back from the stuffed toy. I will show you. It will be this Mrs. Claus pattern from one of my favorite designers. Is Living on the Rainbow, and you can find her store on Etsy. She has a lot of such toys, and I have already many in my collection. So what I want to show you here, it was a lot of red color. And when I finish stitching backside, it's almost ready. Some lines are missing, but the backside is almost ready. It's also back stitch is not there, but the stitches, cross stitches are done. But then I thought, all right, so I definitely have another material which is red, and it has such a big count. I don't know, I think once I tried to count it was 10 or 11 actually. So, and I thought, what if I use this red material and will not stitch red and will stitch everything else? So at the same time, at the same time now I'm doing two Mrs. Claus. I'm doing one on the white canvas and one on the red material. I don't know what was the company who created this. It's really old, I would say. And then I want to have two toys, so this will be for me, for my Christmas tree next year's, if the next years will come. And this will be a gift for some of my friends. Yep. And yeah, so I also want to see how it will turn out. I'm really curious how it will be with this red material. Of course, here, like for example, you cannot see anything through, yeah, so this is red, and it doesn't matter that the canvas behind it's white, so it is just red. If you cut everything out, once it's ready, nothing you can see. I'm not sure if with this huge count I will be able to stitch the way that you cannot see the red behind it, yeah, so for sure red will stay red, but if I stitch something white in here, I might still have this red color coming through this white stitches. So this is something that I worry, because all right, for the back maybe it's no problem, it's just the white belt, yeah, sure, but the toy has of course the face, and I don't know if I stitch this face and behind it will be red canvas, how it will look, I don't know. So this, the cute part of the toy is that it's so delicate and it's so thoughtfully made, yeah, so this design, that the final result looks really gorgeous. But let's see, it's still a lot of red color also on the front. I am curious what will turn out. So if you're also curious, you can follow this channel and you will see the updates when I have some news, and of course I will share this news with you. Alright guys, I'm still not done with the toys, and now is gonna be the toy from this book. It's called A Merry Christmas in Cross Stitch, and I will show you what I am stitching now. So Mrs. Santa is ready, and I was starting Santa. The Santa, and the idea is that you stitch both toys on the red canvas actually. Yeah, so this is not stitched, all these red parts, they're just plain, and you only stitch the other colors. It's thought to be single-sided toy, and you just finish the other side, the back side, with empty canvas. So normally what I did, I also did it for Mrs. Claus. She has some stitches here on the bottom of her skirt. For Santa I will do the same. I will, of course not for the skirt, but I think I will continue with this stitches on the back, and maybe I will think about his shoes, but I'm not sure, I must say. Yeah, it's not all over the place, the cross stitch. I think this is also the French knots. I should check it, I am not sure, but of course it looks differently. So this white and this white looks differently. So what I have for now, I only started to go down with his boots. Yeah, so you see the interesting part of what I like, I try to use different threads, and I also use the golden threads. Yeah, and yeah, I think it looks quite interesting. So here we go. This is this green thread, and you can see that it's by itself already have some reflection of the light. And why did I do that for this particular toy? Because actually not a lot of projects can be stitched with these threads, and I have the whole box of it. So I wanted just to use it somewhere, and actually when I started to stitch, it started to look really cute. You don't have to, so you just take the whole thing. It doesn't have any plies inside, so just one thread, and you stitch the whole, so like the whole thing. It looks not bad. On this count of Aida, I'm not sure which count it is. I think 14 or 16, maybe. So I think 16 actually. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of count 14, so I hope I have 16. Again, that could be of course moved forward, and as you can see, here's the big spaces that you just stitch with one color, but I didn't have a lot of enthusiasm, and now I want to come back, and maybe this will also move forward. So finally we are done with the toys. Yoo-hoo! And the next project that I want to show you is a project that is called Morris Lemons. So here what should turn out something like this. I think it's not one-to-one picture actually. There is also idea how one can finish it. I want to show you also, I want to open the ring and show you how much I have. So not a lot, spoiler alert. So here we go. One is ready and one is not. It's a lot of space still, and everywhere will be something. So it's I think more lemons, like 3 or 4 more lemons, and of course more leaves and also branches. I want to finish it in the end of the day, like a cosmetic case or something. And I want to say a little bit about this project. It took some time, so I was not completely happy with the pattern. It took some time before I could really get used to it. But what I like in this project is the colors. I use some nice green colors that I think would never fit anywhere. Like this green, for example, it's almost like grayish green, and it is fitting perfectly here, but I don't know where would else I use this green. Also for yellow threads, I have some older threads and I wanted to use them, but they are a little bit, they are too thick normally, but for this design they are perfect. So I'm really happy about the threads that I can use. And that was I was going with this project quite well, but before the Christmas season I stopped and I wanted to stitch something winter related. So I think now again I can come back. And here, for example, this is perfect already. I can go on because I only need to fill this lemon with the yellow color. So I can just sit and stitch and do not look to the pattern, and this will be very easy. Let's see if I will do that soon. Let's go further, and the next design that I'm stitching is from company called Somerset Design Collection. I don't think it has any name, but this is two cute polar bears playing around. I know not all people like this type of designs, so of course you can see this big color parts. Yeah, so it has been made, I guess, with some computer program where you take a picture, you like set how much colors, how many colors you want to have, and just put it through this through this software, and then something like this comes out. But I don't know, I still feel some cute notes in such design creation, and especially in this picture when I saw it I thought, all right, so this is maybe a little fun project that I can easily stitch. Yeah, so you can also, normally I just stitch around these borders and just fill with the color. So what I did, I started with the bear itself, so with this bear, so now I have it, and then I will go down to the second one here, and then I will have fun and just fill all the colors. Yeah, but of course what I was mistaken, it's not easy project, it's really big, it has a lot of colors still. You cannot just sit and stitch without looking into the pattern. I think maybe it's because right now I'm stitching the animals, it's more difficult at this point. When I will go to the other directions, like to fill the background for the bears, maybe it will be easier, but for now I'm still I have to watch every stitch. Yeah, but today is also winter, it's still going on, and I would like to stitch a little, move it forward. I don't know if I will finish it and I will stitch it until it's done. Most probably I will stitch a little bit and then come back to it when I have the mood for winter stitching. But for now I still have a mood, so yes, I will do that. Another polar bear. I'm very predictable with what I'm stitching. Yeah, and here actually I finished the moon already, so this part is done. But I wanted to start, and I started to stitch all the white parts. So I want to finish the white thread, and all this yellow, it means white actually. So I want to finish the white thread in all the design. There is something disappointing and something nice about this design. So I will start with nice. Actually, it's very, very easy to stitch. Every stitch is very nice printed on the canvas. It's so easy. You really just take your threads, you take the canvas and stitch. I don't have a lot of experience with such pre-printed projects, but this one, yeah, I must say I enjoy. It's very nice. But guys, I just realized yesterday that this design that I bought like this, it was the kit from Joy Sunday, that this is actually idea of dimensions. Yeah, and it's normally called white nights, and I'm not sure about this rights, like did they bought it, this Joy Sunday, did they got the picture, did they bought it from Dimensions, did they bought the picture from the painter, I don't know, but I feel so bad about it. I will still stitch it really, because I have the materials, and I already like this bear, seriously, so this is already something that I would go on with, but normally I don't like it. I was so happy that I have some nice company with nice design, and now I just realized it's the different company. Yeah. Sorry if you already knew it was designed from Dimensions and now you may be disappointed in me. So no, I didn't want to buy it from pirate designers. I don't know what it is, so I will not go further with this. Just maybe I'll let you know that you yourself, if you are interested in this polar bear, you know that it's better to buy from the other company, but I will finish this. Also, in the sake of environment, I don't want to discard like the whole kit with threads, with the canvas, with the printed cover. Yeah, so I will not do that. I will finish it and I will enjoy it. So it's already here. I will not discard it anywhere. And at this point, I also actually wanted to show you and to compare with you. So I said I don't have a lot of experience stitching on the pre-printed canvas, but I have one project that I was trying to stitch on the pre-printed canvas and something went wrong here. So this is just some flowers in the summer field, so it's, yeah, one can say quite cute project that you can take with you. For example, summertime I spend a lot of evenings or some free time outside. I can go to the park, take my threads and my stitchings with me, and just, yeah, I thought this might be some nice project also for the mood of summer. That's really cool. Something went wrong, guys. I really was so much frustrated. I don't know how long I have this project. Let me think. So I think from 2017 actually. Yeah, so it's for some time already, and that was so frustrating. I will show you now what I mean. So if you look and you think, yeah, what's wrong? Everything is fine with this pattern, but you have to make decisions for every stitch you make. So everything you have to decide by yourself. So here's already some stitchings. Let me find what I mean. So the way how they made the print is not really nice. You always have to think and decide what color will you stitch this particular cross. Like for example, guys, let me see, like this part here. Is it brown? Is it blue? Is it dark blue? Like, do you see? I don't know. So if now I look, I say, yeah, maybe brown, most probably brown. But this is for everything. Like here, is this, like, what is brown? Where's brown? This one or this one? Or this one? I don't know. And you have to make decisions for every single stitch. You see how big this work is, yeah? And I can say really that this is my only dead WIP, so I don't have any others. And every time I think about this project, I also think, yeah, come on, you should already do something, like take a little bit, like every day, maybe 100 stitches, and at some point it will be done. And maybe it's not so bad if you do stitch in the wrong color with the wrong, like at the wrong place, yeah, with the wrong color. It will not change so much. But also they have they printed everything in original colors, saying, for example, yeah, blue, different shades of blue, they're close to each other, so like here, yeah. And it's also a little difficult for your eyes to really realize every time, like, this is light blue, all right, this is darker blue, this is the other blue. And the same with the green, the same with the brown, the same here. I didn't even thought about to stitch this basket. It makes me feel anxious, actually. So this work, this project is on standby right now. I don't do anything, it's just laying around. Maybe, yeah, maybe you can share your experience. Do you actually do something? Like, do you do some goals for yourself to finish the WIPs, if you have any? Of course, maybe, yeah, I know it's bad. Maybe I'm the only person who has the project for so long and I still cannot throw it away. You know what? I cannot throw it away. That's the problem, because I liked kind of the idea and it's still like the summer vibes are there. But of course, if you compare these two, yeah, I have now these two pre-printed projects, and if I have this 2 hours per week where I can stitch, yeah, guess what? I will take this nice one. And this will lay around for another 5 years without me touching it. Well, let's see. So this I will finish, or not finish, but I will go on with this on this winter season. And maybe in summer I can think about it again. Maybe I can be less judgmental and just try to stitch by inspiration. Like, if I think it's white, I will stitch it white. I will not think too much. But knowing myself, it's not in my nature, so it will be definitely not easy for me. But I also don't want this project to lay around for another 5 years. So this is it for today. If you want, you can share what you are stitching at the moment. Please write it in the comments if you want. And we see each other very soon in my next videos. Bye bye!